actually say it louder, we've learned in the House of Commons, if you repeat it, if you say it louder, if that is your talking point, people will totally believe it.
The Trudeau Liberals repeating their carbon tax talking points loudly and quite often. But will it work? Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist with the Toronto Sun. If you don't know that clip that we played off the beginning, that was then Environment Minister Catherine McKenna talking in a video that she posted to her own Twitter account after being screeched in at a pub in St. John's, Newfoundland. And she said right there, you say it loud enough, you say it often enough, people will totally believe you, like totally rad dude. Which is what the Liberals have been doing with their carbon tax claim of it won't go up and you'll get back more than you paid, and all of the things that go along with it, including calling it a price on pollution. But can we believe anything they say? The Trudeau Liberals have just announced that the carbon tax is going up from $30 a ton to $170 a ton over the next decade. That's a 566% increase. But how can we believe anything they say when they told us that wouldn't happen? Take a look.
The price will not go up. The plan is a price, till 2022. That is what was negotiated with provinces and territories. The plan is not to increase the price post 2022. We are doing exactly what we said we do.
Now, this wasn't the only time that Catherine McKenna said the carbon tax would not go up. She was asked about it before the last election and just kept saying, no, it's not happening. Here she is again.
Our position has not changed as a government. That in 2016, we negotiated for a year with provinces and territories. That included a price on pollution until 2022. So there is no intention to go up beyond that. Any decision would be made in discussions with provinces and territories with stakeholders.
So really what we can learn from this is that the Liberals totally believe what Catherine McKenna said in that pub in St. John's.
If you actually say it louder, we've learned in the House of Commons, if you repeat it, if you say it louder, if that is your talking point, people will totally believe it.
And what we also learn is that we can't believe a word they say. I've proven in column after column that the idea that you're going to get back more than you paid in only applies if you're a downtown urbanite, if you live in a riding that's probably already voting Liberal. If you live in one of the suburban ridings of, let's say, Toronto in the 905, if you're in the suburbs of Vancouver and commuting in, if you ride the McLeod Trail into work in Calgary or any of the other major urban centers and you live out in the suburbs, you've got kids that you've got to take to hockey practice, soccer practice, dance classes that you've got to feed because they're growing teenagers. Guess what? You will not be getting more than you pay in with this carbon tax. Not now and not when it goes up. But they will keep repeating the lies, and the Justin Journos in Ottawa will keep repeating whatever talking points they're given because they're not interested in asking questions. They've proven that already. What you have to be interested in is pushing back. Is now the time to bring in a massive hike in the carbon tax? Is now, when we are recovering, or about to recover, we hope, from a massive economic recession brought about by a global pandemic, the time to do a massive carbon tax hike? It is if your name is Justin Trudeau and you believe in the Great Reset. If you believe that the pandemic should be used to reshape Canada's economy, Canada's culture, how the country operates. The Prime Minister's on the record as saying that. He said it to the UN. He said it in multiple videos. This is part of his plan. It's just that most of the media won't report on it, just like they won't report the facts on the carbon tax. Let us know what you think. Drop a line below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share this video on social media.